The Buffalo Bills have just been defeated by the Denver Broncos here in Monday Night Football. Just a shocking upset, in my opinion. I didn't give any expectation to this Denver team at all because Sean Payton not coaching good, Russell Wilson really playing mediocre. Wilson had a good game. He played mistake-free football, did everything in his power to help his team at least stay in the game and eventually win it, leading that game-winning drive. He looked really good this game. Russell Wilson has some amazing throws, some clutch moments. Really vintage Russell Wilson, to be honest. But I'm not here to talk about Wilson. We need to talk about Josh Allen. 4 turnovers for this offense, one of which being, I believe, a Cook fumble. And then 3 of them being on Josh Allen. The first interception, he put too much mustard on the ball. It was a bit high, and it was intercepted. It was picked off. The second turnover was, I believe, the other interception where he just floated it to the left side of the field and it was intercepted. It was just a careless throw from a quarterback who really shouldn't be throwing that type of ball in that scenario. It's egregious and it's a terrible mistake. And the third turnover is just him failing a basic handoff. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but what I do know is this guy's completely overhyped going into the season. He's a turnover machine. He almost always is a top 3 leader in interceptions and fumbles per year because this guy can't hold on to the ball. He can't take care of the ball. This is a guy who you think, has what it takes to lead a team to the Super Bowl, but mentally and, taking care of the ball, he doesn't have what it takes. Him turning the ball over 3 times a game isn't going to help. It's just going to help his team lose, actually. That's the only way it's actually going to help Buffalo is helping them lose games and to get a better record for a draft pick, which is not what you want because this core needs to win within the next 2-3 years or they're never going to win. And at this rate, I think it's safe to officially say they're never going to win anything with Josh Allen at quarterback. It's not going to happen. With a guy who turns it over as much as Allen does, there's absolutely positively no chance at all that they win anything meaningful. Maybe they'll make it eventually to an AFC title game. They're going to be thwarted by a team that actually knows how to play good football on offense and defense. Their defense looked decent. They look solid. You can't waste a decent defensive effort on a poor offensive showing. This is a team that should be scoring 36 points, 37 points a game, but they're not even scoring like 25 in a game. They're scoring about maybe a little below league average, and with Josh Allen and all those weapons on this team, there's no excuse for it. And honestly, there's talks need to be had about potentially moving on from Josh Allen in the offseason. I know you gave this guy a monster contract, one of the biggest in NFL history for a quarterback, but there is a discussion that could be had here that he is one of the reasons this team isn't as good as he is. If you put some sort of game manager quarterback in this offense who could lead your team to league average in points with this good of a defense, you might be a lock to win 11, 12, 13 games a year and maybe visit a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, with all of his turnovers and all of his flaws and his flaws and not being able to read coverages. I'm watching the game film and this guy sometimes just locks onto his first guy. It's really alarming how many times he does it per game. I don't know how he's getting away with it. Maybe because he just has the arm strength to fit it into tight windows, and I guess he throws it. He throws it just in the nick of time, for it not to be like a batted ball or intercepted or a really bad outcome. But he locks on to people a lot, and he relies on his fastball too much. Essentially, he throws the ball with too much velocity sometimes into windows where you need to anticipate and lead your receiver with touch down the field. He just rifles it in there. We know he has a rocket for an arm. He has a rocket-like arm. But when you have a rocket-like arm, you can't just put zip on the fucking pass every time. There is a situation where you need to throw a touch pass, and he doesn't know that situation. He doesn't know when to throw that ball. He doesn't know when to arc it, when to float it. He doesn't know when to zip it because all he knows is to zip it. He doesn't know when. He just knows, okay, this is my one thing I lean on. It's like a pitcher that has one pitch, one good pitch that works. He has a fastball that goes 101, but his changeup and his curveball are trash and they suck, or he just doesn't have another pitch. He has a fucking shitty changeup. So he's a fastball and a shitty changeup or a shitty curveball or some other a screwball or something like that. But they suck. That's not a well-developed pitch and it gets nuked. That's essentially what it is with Josh Allen. He has his high velocity, high zip bullet pass that he throws, and then his passes with touch either never happen or they're not accurate. It's like he doesn't train that. It's like he just only cares about highlight plays. I don't know if this is true, but it really looks like to me he's just trying to make the flashiest play possible on the field. He is definitely not a fundamentally sound quarterback. Mechanically, he's solid. He's decent for an NFL quarterback, but he's reckless with the ball. He turns it over too much. I don't want to hear anything about coaching, anything about, I know they lost the game because they had 12 on the field, but one of the contributing factors to them losing is 4 turnovers from the offense, 3 of which coming by the hands of Josh Allen, your quarterback. If you score on just one of those possessions, 6 points, you win the game, and the field goal doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because you've won the game. It doesn't matter because at that point, you've sealed the game. Unless they somehow drive for a touchdown, which I doubt with that defense. They did all they could, to be honest, but Josh Allen let them down. Just, I think Josh Allen's completely overrated, overhyped, and there needs to be talks of moving on to a different quarterback next season. Thank you all for watching. This is Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.